What do you all think when you see this word right here? You think Harry Potter, Houdini, many things. And you wouldn't be wrong for thinking that, but I'm thinking of somebody a little bit different. I'm thinking about Irvin Magic Johnson. Thinking about the point guard for the Showtime Lakers. Thinking about one of the most greatest point guards of all time. For those who don't know who Magic Johnson is, he played for the LA Lakers from 79 to 91. And his story is really interesting. It goes past basketball, and he's been continually influencing people and being a force in the sports world even after he retired from his playing days. Magic Johnson was born in 1959 in Lansing, Michigan, to a very humble family. Very humble family. He played at Lansing High School and eventually went on to play for Michigan State. And at his time at Michigan State, he developed a rivalry from somebody from Indiana called Larry Bird. If you don't know who Larry Bird is, people would argue he could be one of the greatest front court players of all time, one of the greatest forwards of all time, especially just based on his ability to pass, rebound, play defense, and don't forget his ability to shoot. Nobody can block a shot. Nobody can. But I digress. During his time with the Lakers, his passing was so spectacular, the way he could set up his teammates, that he was only given the name Magic. During his career, he averaged 11.2 assists per game, highest in NBA history, averaged 19.5 points and 7 rebounds, close to a triple-double, and you know everybody freaking out about triple-doubles nowadays. He was doing it before most people were. But with every legendary player, there has to be legendary opponents to be with them. And he had many. He had Larry Bird, he had Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, Julius Erving. If you don't know these names, all you need to know is these are great players that could probably play better than, I would say, most people nowadays. And they played in a time of the game where nowadays, if you barely touch somebody, technical, you're out of the game. Back then, you can punch somebody, you might get fouled. You might get fouled. So it was a little bit more of a physical game back then. But unfortunately, he had to retire in 1991 when he contracted HIV. And this was back then, this is when HIV was relatively unknown. This was viewed as a disease that, like, you had death sentence. And as he did that, as all that happened, he triumphed over it. He eventually came back to the NBA, proved that it wasn't a disease to hold you back, and that he continued to prosper and have a successful life and career afterwards. And this is truly why he is known as Magic.